hear me? Can you see me? Can you let me know? Why is that dropped down? Bizarro. How's things? Lights. Loud and clear, brilliant. Yes, one or two slight technical problems. But we'll get there. Cheers. Who have we got? Steve, nice to see you. I did work till 7 o'clock, but there was one or two little slight technical problems being able to connect to this particular stream. OBS wasn't liking it at all. Serves me right for having multiple streams lined up, ready to go. But we're here. I've got the footy on, but it keeps on buffering as well. Fucking pain in the arse. And I keep thinking I've missed something out. Sure I have. Mandy, how you doing, Kirsty? How are we all? Are we all alright? Are we all sound? Yeah, I'm sure I've got to do something. Sure I have. Yes. Signed into Botrix. Make sure he joins. And stream health is good. Apparently it's good. Yeah. I just keep feeling like I'm missing something. And I can't work out why. The chat is up. Oh, hang on. Right. See if this works. It might not do. Yeah, that's up now, isn't it? The footy. It is working because I'd minimised it and I meant to maximise it. Sound. Yep, pinned score. Yes, it is hot again. But there's some cloud out there now, so it's starting to cool down a little bit. Thankfully. Cheers. And with it being Spain, I'm watching Albania in Spain. I've got the Al San Miguel on the go. CC San Miguel. This is pissing me off big time, this. Sky Go keeps buffering. I am not on top chat, I'm on all chat. Take your hat off. No, Tom Jones said I could leave it on. And he am the man. I still feel like there's something missing. The moon, I'm going to have to leave for the time being. Because as you can see behind us, we have the bear's paws, a bear's paws flag in the background. I'm quite pleased with that. Obviously I've got the bokeh background, so it looks all nice and blurry, but in reality that looks sound, that like. And I did something earlier. Accidentally kicked something under the desk and everything went off. So, despite having taken everything apart, plugged it back in last week, there's still a wire or a cable somewhere which isn't 100% right, and I can't work it out. Cannot work it out at all. Still about 25 there. I think it was about 23 earlier on in the car. Yeah, it's saying 18 degrees now, which is a bit better than 20, I suppose. Or 25, jeez. That has been really hot today, hasn't it? I've been working-ish. My daughter come round because she goes away tomorrow. So she come round to see us, which was nice. Chat's on the screen now. There you go. It's on. That's Botrix being a knob. Better than having O2 taking 2 payments. They really are, aren't they? Horrible, aren't these companies? Robbing gets. Ooh, Albania with an opportunity there. It's a very odd looking yellow kit that Spain are wearing. Quite wishy-washy. With some horrific colouring on the side of it. Bot hasn't said hello yet. Please don't tell me it's... I've just been on it. Don't say it's signed out. No, it's in. It's signed in. The bleeding hell is it doing? What are you playing at? Botrix. Give him another shout. But it must be there because the shit is on the screen. The shit was on the screen as soon as I turned the camera on, let's be honest. Oh. And tomorrow I'm going to take the camera off, tighten everything up and put the camera back on as well, because it keeps looking like it's dipped down slightly when I come in of a morning. Bot is here and the time is right for dancing in the street. Yeah, Botrix, where are you? Let's be having you. Ardelia. It's wilting. Well, Botrix apparently is a Spanish company, or South American company at least. They deal in Spanish language, which makes me think that they will be used to hot. Hot, hot, hot. Wilting, isn't that what Ali G writes when he wants to leave money to his relatives when he passes away? Footy type comment. Should have told us about that, yes, of course. God bless Dime Dahlia. A national institution. And quite rightly so. Sí, claro, claro. Botrix, I've done this. Still bright though, isn't it? Still very bright. I can't make out if it's my eyes or is it smoky in that game. Albania, Spain. Looks quite smoky and misty. It's been setting off pyro or something. No me hablo español. Claro, Mandy, claro. Scorcho. The international language of it's too fucking hot. Hey, to think on where you'd be without Delia and Michael. I saw Norwich mentioned earlier on. There was like the top 30 teams in the UK. UK in England. Shit, UK. And their net spend. And Norwich were one of the few teams with a plus net spend, as were Everton. But apparently we're the problem that needs sorting out with loads of points deductions. But Dan Friedkin looks like he's taken over, and apparently, according to all sources, the street's the place to go. He's a decent fella. Lots of Dwayne Eddies, knows his shizzle. SSS, Chris Waddle. Boss. Who's Michael? Michael, would that be Delia's husband, Michael? Or are we talking like, are we talking food-wise? Where would we be without Delia Smith and Michelle Roux or someone? Is that what it is? Michael is Mr. Smith. Or, yeah, well, actually, yeah, he is, isn't he? She's not Mrs. Smith, he is Mr. Smith. Get it right. Ellie, how is it going? How are you? Yep. Oh, bloody thing. Right, I'm going to have to change that as well. Helen's the Norfolk correspondent. You can still see her in the corner, staring at Croatia against Italy. Wearing, I hope you noticed that when I did it, wearing the yellow and green. Of course. I put a little bit of thought into these things. Sometimes. Come on, Spain. Viva San Miguel. Spain have got David Raya in goal. Can't be too many footballers who've played in the European Championships and also played for Southport. When he played for Blackburn Rovers, he was on loan at Southport early on in his career. And that is just there. It's there. And he was there. Oops, bang. Sweating buckets. Hot stuff. Where's the bar going? Which bar? Helen is a red, sweaty mess at the moment. It's the heat, man. It's the heat. Gets into you, doesn't it? Plenty of water. Ali, put you behind the bar. No problem, you will be. Unfortunately, hang on, we'll move this window capture, we'll move this slightly up, okay? There you go. How's that? Ali's serving, and we are pushing buttons live. This is live button punishing. Button punishing, button pushing. Oh, man. I'm not with it at all today. I have to wait till tomorrow to speak to O2. Make sure you do as well. Don't let them off the line. Shower of bastards, all these telephone companies and internet companies, because they know we can't really do without having a phone or the internet. Just feel like you treat you like shite. New buttons to press on here. New buttons for old. New buttons for old. Yeah, that bar there. It's there. Yeah, there's lots of stuff on the screen now, isn't there? What are you having? I have an ice cold St. Michael. CC San Miguel. There's just stuff everywhere. I'm not used to this at all. I'm normally, if I finish at 7 o'clock, I'm done. And then I walk away and then come back and I start with something else. Just feels like I've been back and forth to this computer desk all day long and haven't done what I needed to do. Very poor indeed, very poor. Albania are having a good go here, you know. Up against a very good Spanish team, of course. I think a lot of these lesser teams, apparently lesser teams, have realised that don't show the other teams too much respect and get stuck into them. Let them worry about you as much as you worrying about them. Morocco did it in the World Cup. Albanians are doing it tonight. Of course, Spain will score 311 goals. But, you know, at least they'll have a go. Oh, good header. Who's that? Oh, stop buffering, you piece of shite. Might be too hot for leftover bread and butter pudding. One. What do you mean leftover? If it's there, eat it. Oh, another chance for the Spanish ads. Bucket for Mandy. Tips going in left, right and centre. Love it, love it. Champagne. Gracias. Yes, absolutely 100% right. Get the ice cream out. Cool it down. Plus, if you're having something hot, if you eat or drink something hot, it equalises the heat and you don't feel it, apparently. At least that's what your grandparents used to say, wasn't it? When you wanted a cool drink on a hot day, have a cup of tea. Yeah, right. Bollocks to you. Oh, here they are. They're in. 1-0, Spain. Ferran Torres. With a very, very nice left foot finish. Tickled it off the upright into the onion bag. Now, Q2, yeah, there you go. Lots of excited Spaniards screaming, "Vamos, vamos, vamos." 23 degrees over there in that there Italy island there. See what I mean? My head's not right at all today. I think I was slightly panicked because Jess is going away. That's what it is. I got a hug though. I made sure of that. What a great finish that is. Oof. Textbook. Go across the keeper. Right into the right into the corner. Yeah. Oh, the meat of the post. Bosh. Are they checking it though? Are they looking at offside? Lots of man hugs on the touchline. It's done. It stands. Yeah. It looked fairly close, but obviously it mustn't have been. Warm pudding with ice cream. There you go. Get it, Dooney. If you drink something cold, your brain thinks you need heating up, and vice versa. Is that what it is? So you're tricking the mind. Like Klinger with his chill pills, placebos. Mini chocolate muffins heated for 40 seconds in the microwave and add ice cream. There you go. Ali, I thought you said you weren't going to be filthy tonight. That is absolutely filthy. Mini chocolate muffins. S as well, plural. Many mini chocolate muffins. Oh, man. I'm going to do that. What's a mini muffin? If you have a look in the car park later on when the dogging kicks off, you might see one or two. Loads more emails, man. Loads more emails. I've got a dispatch from Rubber Ducky. I've ordered an album. It's from a place called Rubber Ducky. You tell me. Chocolate muffin, that's small. Yep. They do them in human sizes as well, you know. Mini muffins are for people who lack ambition. That's what I think. Get a full size one and proper go for it. That's muffin mini. It's the same thing, isn't it? Potato, tomato, you know. The whole shooting match. Cheers. Doesn't work with blueberry muffins, does it? I don't think you can do that with ice cream. It has to be chocolate. Otherwise it's too, I don't know, not savoury, but it needs to be a little bit sweeter, I think. Chocolate. It's the Albanians having a proper go. It's a breath of fresh air to see, like. You're not going to beat them, or there's not a good chance that you're going to beat them. But if you can be the second, or the best second best they've ever seen, what more can you ask for? Your fans will be happy as well. Don't just hang back and see them put 12 past you. Go for it. Stop buffering, you sack of wank. There you go. Automated onside. Oh, he's definitely onside, wasn't he? The foot was raised. That's what kept him on. Beautiful finish. Get him in Tesco's over here. We do. We have the mini muffins. We tend to have them quite a lot in here, actually. My ma buys them. They last about 5 minutes. Because my nephew eats about 27,000 calories a day and never puts an ounce on. The gimp. What Tesco? You only get mini muffins to say you're being healthy. Yeah, but then you eat about 13 of them and it's the same as 2 big muffins. You may as well eat the big ones instead. And they are bite size, aren't they? So just in it goes. Before you know where you are, I'll just get another 12 of them. Yeah, if anyone says anything, just say they're smaller than the normal one, so it's healthy. Yeah. It's that Little Britain thing, wasn't it? It's got half the calories, so you need twice as much. That's how you lose weight. It's not quite how you lose weight, but I like the idea. Oh.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Kirsty, level 21, fantastic stuff. You love to see it. You put 4 or 5 of the mini ones in a bowl, microwave them, lash the ice cream over the top, and then get munched right in. That sounds like a great idea to me. I might even go to Tesco when I finished here. Get a load of muffins. that Spanish kit didn't have the stupid grey and red garbage on the side of it. It'd look fantastic. It would look almost, and I mean almost, 1984 Everton away kit. But you'd have to have blue shorts with it, obviously. Obviously. Man, you could probably eat more mini ones than the equivalent in big ones. Is that I don't know, is it a psychosomatic thing, is it? Is your brain telling you you're not eating as much because they're only small? Is that what happens with that? Never tried that out, you know. Yep, Kirsty, make sure you try it. Chocolate and ice cream, can't go wrong. What flavour ice cream now? Go on, what flavour? It sounds like it'd go well with vanilla. I know mint for you, Mandy. Ali, yes, Jess is going away tomorrow for her first holiday without her mum. She's going with the girls, which is, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. They're a decent bunch of girls, to be honest, so hopefully they'll be alright. No messing around, no getting themselves into scrapes, and then they'll come home 10 days later with stories to tell. Vanilla, but any flavour will do. You probably only eat one big one, but the mini ones would be easier. Yeah, you don't realise how much you're eating because it's just one little bit at a time, isn't it? Get those muffins when you get your refund from O2. An O2 refund muffin party. Live stream that. We'll watch that. Yeah, hope she has an amazing time as well. Don't get burned. And watch your drinks while you're out there. Although hopefully, with this young lad going missing there in Tenerife, the place will be crawling with police and there'll be less temptation for lads to be absolute dickheads. I say hopefully. You know what lads are like. Ooh. Yes, there was a lecture of do's and don'ts. The do's involved behave yourself, stick together as mates, don't let anyone down, don't let your mate wander off on their own. And don't have me being a grandfather in my early 50s. Things like that, you know. What was the phrase I used? You may be thousands of miles away, but things have a tendency to follow you home. Do not let anything follow you home at all. Plus, you are thousands of miles away, so I can't just come and pick you up like I can 5 o'clock in the bleeding morning in Southport. Be good, for the love of Jeff, be good. Yeah, don't get a bag or anything from anyone. I like that though. Whenever you go to the airport, when you go to the check-in desks, whatever it is, to check your bags in, and they always say to you, has your bag been left unattended at any time? It's been on top of the wardrobe for 11.5 fucking months. Anything could be in there, I don't know. I'm not taking it down and looking at it every 5 minutes. Yeah, it's been unattended. Pretty much since last year when you saw me coming back in. Yeah, if you get your hair braided, sunscreen on the head. She has been away to very, very sunny places before, including Dominican Republic, or a Minigan Republic, as she called it at the time. So I think she's learned that lesson. Oh, I haven't got it, have I? I did have a mouse mat with a picture of her when she was over there. That Fex got me. Fex bought me it. Fex wife. Your niece got sunburned on the second day. That's not good. It's not good getting sunburned on any day, but the second day you're knackered, aren't you? After that, got to be careful going anywhere. Get a new suitcase. You do. If you got a good suitcase, you sorted. I've got the world's lightest. It was called at the time, the world's lightest suitcase, a small one, specifically for going to Belfast. It worked wonders. It's now got me thick hoodies in it on top of the wardrobe until it's winter again. Have you heard any more news on the fella who's missing in Tenerife? I've not heard anything. Not seen anything on the news, or mind you, I don't watch the news because it's just full of shite. Not heard anything. That was my sister, constantly Miss Drama Queen. Oh my God, our Jess is going there and there's lads gone missing and all kinds. Yeah, the place will be crawling with police, don't worry about it. Yeah, you wouldn't think of it until it's been happened to you once, rather. As soon as it's happened to you once and you got burned, next time you go away, I am not getting that done again. I'm going to volley this thing all over the bleeding place. Meant to have found a body. Oh, jeez, no. Not good. Oh, hang on. Hang very on. There you go. There's our Ali's muffins. Ali, you give good muffin. My phone going fucking apeshit. I did my Duolingo earlier as well. Got it out the way, so I shouldn't be getting pings off that either. Yep, suppose in one way it is a good thing. Rather than never turning up again, at least you can bring a little bit of closure and start grieving. If you're constantly thinking that there's a chance, that must absolutely ruin your head, that. At least news is news. If it is him, of course. From what you gathered, it's right. If you get involved in that kind of business, there is trouble ahead. Didn't have demos against tourists in Tenerife. They did. I think they did all over the Canaries, didn't he? Lanzarote, Gran Canaria, Tenerife. They're not happy, despite the fact that there's not much else that brings money into the place. There's got to be I don't know, is there a tipping point where it's too much hassle? You can't buy houses, you can't rent houses because they're always being used for tourism. Same as in the Lake District in Devon and Cornwall, suffering from the same problem. That's why whoever comes in as a government should look at heavy taxes on second homes that are left empty during the year. You're stopping people living in places where they need to live. And we've mentioned it before, London's one of those places. There's entire skyscraper office blocks, or blocks that have got to have loads of housing in there, including cheap residential housing for locals, which are just left empty constantly. They're not built to house people, are built as investments for the land. Same thing. How are you going to have people working in Cornwall if you have to go and live in Bristol? You can't be driving all the way down there, can you, on a day-to-day? Waiters. Then you can't start building houses everywhere just to home them. Because then it wouldn't be our green and pleasant land anymore, would it? Just be a massive car park full of moaning bastards. Yeah, we hear all sorts of news nowadays. We do because of social media as well. You can hide as much as you like, but nowadays there'll always be someone with a phone going, yeah, look, I've caught this. People catching plane crashes every 5 minutes. There's wars going on that you can watch live 24/7. It's mad. Moral of the story is, don't piss off the locals anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where it is. If you go to someone's town or city, be sound with them. Don't annoy them. Otherwise, you could end up in a little bit of tree hubble. Yep, how's Helen and Ruby? No. Palaces and castles, yeah. Charlie Boy can't live in all of them at the same time. They need to look at something like that. Holiday homes. You know yourself, living in Wales, how bad it was years ago when the sons of Glendower were going round burning cottages down because they were owned by Englishmen. Just left empty and used about 3 or 4 weeks a year. What is the point? And then you've got farmhands who can't live anywhere. And because the pool of houses is so small, the rent goes through the roof. And you can't make enough money to the farming to afford to pay for those houses. It's just stupid. And it's all done deliberately, I'm convinced. That's why years ago, do you remember that years ago, if you lost your house, you couldn't afford the mortgage, it was taken off you and it was sold at a cheap rate so that the banks got the money back. Nowadays, if you foreclose, they're quite happy because they get their money anyway. They get to keep the house and then they can rent it out. The ones who tell you can't afford £500 a month mortgage will tell you you have to pay £1,200 a month rent. Well, if I can't afford that, I can't afford this. We've seen your bank, you can. Well, give me the fucking mortgage then. Oh no, you can't afford that. Wankers. Bloody banks coming over here, causing kerfuffles. If you remember rightly, when they're building a housing section, a certain amount is supposed to be social housing. Yeah, some councils in London are getting round it by being bought off. They've done that loads, and there's certain ministers who have been involved in this. Cabinet ministers as well at some point, who have got their grubby little fingers all over it. But they're making a few quid, and the people that need the social housing are stuck, they can't do anything. That's why Londoners don't speak in a Cockney accent anymore, because they've all had to move to Essex and places like that. They can't afford to live where they were born. Not all of them, obviously, but quite a few of them. Do more research, go down that rabbit hole, Kirsty. Same all over the country, it is, isn't it? It's stupid. Ruby's wearing a fur coat as well, of course. If you've got animals, look after them. If you live somewhere warm and you can, put some water outside for anyone who's walking past with a dog, or for any cats or anything that's walking past. Look after the animals, man. Yeah, one of the reasons why you're still living at home, it's too expensive. Nobody can afford to move out nowadays unless you do something spectacular. It's just mad. Mainly Westminster Council. Westminster. Now, who'd have thought Westminster could cause trouble? How's me exercising? Yet again, I've done absolutely nothing today. And I doubt. Let's have a look. Oh, I was going to say I doubt I will hit my target. I might do today. I may well hit my steps target. 1,400, I need another 600 to go. Which means walking to the top of the street and back twice. I can do that. Did it yesterday when it was dark, but not dark. Dark where part of the sky was still, so I don't know, slightly light enough that you could see where you were going. Even though we've got lights, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense. If you lived in the country, it wouldn't be pitch black. That's what I mean. Does that make any sense? No. Just clocked the bear's paws. Yeah. a little flag it is that hung up there. So if I go to Glastonbury, you might see it hung up. I'm not going to Glastonbury. Just yeah, but there you go. I thought we needed that in the background, didn't we? It had to be there. I like it. Got to rep the pause, haven't I? Even when I'm not streaming, it's up there. If I'm working, it's pissing me off. I can just look around, see it, think of you guys, and I feel happy. What more can I ask for? Oh, Spain. Oh, they're in. Good defending, lad. Danny Olmo with a chance there, but your man got stuck in. Very good. Why don't I walk a bit further so I only have to go there and back? That would involve going further, like not just to the top and back, but around there and around, at which point it's about 4 times the length rather than just twice, unfortunately. Ooh. But I will work out something where I did have something down where I knew how many steps each little route was, but the route to the top of the street and back was 500 steps. Now it's 300. So I need to work out what the other steps are for the other little routes before I start doing them regularly. I could, of course, just jump on the treadmill in the conservatory, because it doesn't matter if it pisses down, thunder, lightning, anything. I can just get on there. Daniel, how you doing, bud? It is deadly. It's boss, isn't it? I think it's fantastic. I just need to find a good lighting system with it now. What looks better? Blue? Green? Yeah, green that'll do, won't it? Make it look like he's in the woods. How's the hollybops getting on yet? How's your holidays? You enjoying it? You got burned. That's been a theme so far in this, hasn't it? You didn't get cornrows, did you? Flew like a boss. Fantastic stuff. Good lad. This time of year when you used to go fishing all night, you'd watch the sun go down in the sea. The horizon doesn't go dark yet. The bright horizon moves to the east and you watch the sun come back up. It's mad, isn't it? I love that. Absolutely love it. It's one of the good things about living on the coast, whether you live on the east or west coast. You get to either see the sunrise or the sunset. We're able to capture his first airplane ride. Isn't that fantastic? How lucky are kids nowadays that we've all got phones or we've all got GoPros and stuff with us. You can capture everything they do. All the first stuff is there. Easily done. Obviously, there's no such thing. You'd have to get a sketch artist to capture my first flight, wouldn't you? Although I'm lucky to have got away from my first flight on a bloody DC-10. I'm sure DC-10 stood for Dodgy Captain. Although I might be wrong. Willie Tan later. Any more lessons on the Mario Kart? That looked fantastic. That's the proper generation, that isn't it? The generation gap. No patience trying to explain to the grandparents. It's going to be weird in a few years to come, isn't it? When we are the grandparents and we are the first sort of gaming generation. I thought that not too long ago when the fella who sat opposite me on the train, a proper doddering old man, was listening to punk dead loud, and I thought, what? And then I thought, yeah, actually, of course, he's an old man now. If he was in his 20s during the 1970s, he will be old now. Yeah, at those moments, there was no such thing as camera phones, and very few people had cameras that could take video and stuff. Yeah, brilliant nowadays. And you can back it up online or post it to YouTube, and there's always a link there. Brilliant. Love that. So many pics to embarrass him with when he brings girls home. You don't need to. You can make videos and put them on YouTube, and every time they come round, just follow follow this particular channel, subscribe, like, leave a comment under the embarrassing video. There you go. It's brilliant, and you're getting traction from it as well. Ooh, good opportunity there for Torres yet again. Headed it just over. Good goal scorer, that lad. Although he should have kept this down. It's a free header. Got to do better than that, lad. Get over it. Head it into the ground. Ish. The calamine. I want to know what the stuff is that we had in California back in the 80s. 87, 88, whatever it was. I got burned on my shoulders really badly. And they brought this green gel, which was maybe aloe and was it agave or something, and just proper just rubbed it in. It was like you might see it nowadays in a hospital if you get proper full on burn, to get that gel stuff and put it on you. It was just like that. We could buy it on the counter. On it went. But an hour later, I don't even feel this anymore. It's absolutely amazing. A bit of a bit of Jack Duckworth on my shoulders. Hello, Vera. Yep, 3,000 has been hit. We now go on the grind to 4,000. Cheers, mate. Much appreciated. It's all the people in this stream that done it, to be honest. The amount of streams I've been doing that's got loads of watch hours, it's been superb. It's all you guys. I just sit here and mumble for about 2 hours at a time. Oh. Spain in again. They look dangerous. Sudocreme or natural yogurt. Natural yogurt is a wonder. You can fix lots of things with that. So I've heard. Yeah, the hours, yeah. 3,000 watch hours, so you can get into the partner program, but still need 4,000 to start getting the ad revenue. But it's a massive milestone, so I'm quite happy with that. Sudocreme works wonders. Every house in the UK, I think, has got one of those little grey pots of Sudocreme, haven't they? Even if your kids have grown up, you'll stumble across one at some point. I need natural yogurt. I need to pick some up. You just reminded me. On days when I don't fancy having me porridge of a morning, I can have natural yogurt. Another opportunity, Spain, man. You're going to regret this. Yeah. Don't mention the hours. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it. 4,000's a load, but I thought 3,000 was, and then the last sort of, probably the last, between 2,000 and 3,000 has flown by. And it's all because of live streaming. And doing these games on a daily basis, it is absolutely flying by. Which is handy. Where are we now? Where are we? 3,046 we're at the moment. Raspberry. Oh yeah, raspberries. Oh man, I love raspberries. Any alligators that, yeah? Saw a few. Busy trying to catch lizards. Little mini beasts. Ooh! Albania with an opportunity there. Good shot. Well saved by the former Southport Football Club goalkeeper, David Raya. Natural yogurts wouldn't smell bad. Natural yogurt's a boss. Very good for if you've got certain downstairs issues. Natural yogurt. Just not the Muller Crunch corner, because you don't want that anywhere near there, do you? Little mini beasts. The World Cup pushed over for Addison Nation. It's pretty much done the same for me as well. But that was only to the 3,000, because there's 2 tiers now, isn't there? The 2 tiers of partner programme. But I'm just delighted with it anyway. I'm thankful that all you guys just stupid enough to spend time listening to me being an absolute dick when you could be doing something far more important. Yeah, if there's any kids near you on Thursday during the live, be very, very careful. This is not one for the kids. Back to the cookout. No worries, Daniel. Enjoy, mate. Love to the family. Don't lizards' tails break off if you catch them? They do. Or at least they did in Spain anyway. That's the only place where I've seen that happen. Does it happen everywhere else? Half time? Yeah, half time. Albania 0, Spain 1. Not a bad game so far. Picks in the RDA, good stuff. That's what we like to see. They had this problem with Albania wearing red shirts and dark shorts. Makes them look like Spain. I don't like that. It's burning me nut out, bruv. And now I've got to look at Ashley fucking Williams on the TV. Can't believe he ever wore an Everton shirt. The game's not straight. Croatia, Italy still 0-0. To be fair, that's 2 good teams, that though. Let's have a look at the stats. Very few attacks. Very few shots on target in that game. I think I've picked the right game to watch. So there's 2 games going on again. There is, all because of West Germany versus Austria in 1982. That's the reason why. The game that's known as the disgrace of Gijón during the World Cup in Spain. Disgraceful behaviour. So they had to change it. So the last game of the group stages, there's 2 games, isn't there? The last 2 games of the group stages have to kick off at the same time. Nobody can have the benefit of knowing what the other result was. Otherwise, evilness will prevail. And who'd have thought Germany and Austria being evil? I mean, come on. What have they ever done? Some lizards drop the tails when they're attacked or way too stressed, man. The picture holding the lizard is an invasive species and shouldn't be released into the wild. What? Corrupt footballers. It was very corrupt. They realised, because the first game had already been played, as long as West Germany only won by 1-0 or 2-0, then both West Germany and Austria went through to the next round. So they scored after 10 minutes, West Germany, and then proceeded to just kick the ball around between them for 80 minutes while the crowd booed and jeered. And the game is known as the disgrace of Gijon. I think even the German public were absolutely disgusted by it. Horrible behaviour. Corrupt footballers, who'd have thunk it? Not all footballers, Randy, not all footballers. My dad's not corrupt. He's sound, like. Oh, man. The Scouse wood pigeons out there again. You're dirty, you beast. You're dirty, you beast. Well, the sun was going down behind those houses, but suddenly decided to come back out again. The clouds had parted. I was wondering why it was still a little bit hot. Ali getting the gate. Oh, bloody hell, you've been on for ages, haven't you? Does anyone else fancy doing a shift behind the bar? Getting some tips in? Do I remember the Arab Prince come on the pitch? I can't remember that at all. I seem to remember there was a hoo-ha and a fuss and kerfuffle, but I just can't remember. The only things I really remember about the 1982 World Cup was Brazil and Italy. I remember their games really well, and England going out. Scotland's kit as well. But for some reason, 82 didn't really stick in my mind too much. Whereas the European Championships in 84 did. Mexico 86 definitely did. Just mad. But I know it was Algeria. Algeria were knocked out as well, weren't they? And they were going absolutely apeshit. Falcao, yeah, absolutely superb. What a Brazilian team that was. And then still got beat by the Italians. Just shows you. Glass of ice cold Coke. You don't mind? Okay, Ali. Like to see that. Doing your bit. I'll put you in for the worker of the week. We can put your picture up on the wall. Tips are plenty. There we go. Oh, that was a nice beer, that. Thought someone had scored then. It wouldn't have been Falcao. That was a while ago, that one. Although I do remember, yeah, I remember Brazil and Italy more than anything else, those two teams. And of course, Brazil, Falcao, Eder, Zico, Socrates. Socrates, man, what a geezer he was. To be fair, he wouldn't catch you in a bar in real life. You'd have to be dragged in. Or dragged out, depending on how you're behaving, of course. How Irish can you be if you wouldn't go in a bar? Bloody hell. Mad behaviour. Ale done. Well, it's not even ale, is it? Beer done. Back on the team. Like you know the names of the players. You might have done though. Have you ever heard of a young man called Pele? Even non-football fans have heard him. Oh, France v Poland, Netherlands v Austria tomorrow. There's early kickoffs, brilliant, and then England Slovenia in the evening. Shmuel. It is a famous piece of commentary. There's loads of famous things like that. You wouldn't even see the game, but years later you'll still see the celebrations. Like Marco Tardelli scoring for Italy when he absolutely went apeshit. Thank you, Ali, thank you. Ali's the boss and I'm just a landlord in name only. Am I living offshore? Am I living as a tax exile somewhere? In Monaco or the Isle of Man or something? Just counting the tips. Oh, sorry, the money rather. Started a new job today and spent most of the day waiting for the merchants to deliver. Isn't that a ball? Like, you can't even do anything about it, can you? Especially if it's heavy stuff you're waiting for. You can't go and pick it up. Ooh, highlights from the Croatian game as well now. I do like a Croatian shirt. The checkerboard effect. It looks like there should have been goals in that other game. There's been plenty of opportunities. Man, definitely should have been goals. Load of hard bollocks, yeah. Yes, I am the gaffer. The gaffer doesn't work behind the bar unless they want to, or there's no staff. Otherwise, we take a back seat and just point. That needs doing. That needs doing. Go and get that for us. Yeah, proper foreman style. Why is Jose Font looking like Joey Barton there? No need, lad. You're waiting for fucking Christmas. They should know as well, if they are businessmen, after all. They know if they were waiting for something to come into them, to be pissed off if you had to wait for ages. Go out and deliver, man. Go out and deliver. Wolfie says up their workers. Spent most of the day throwing a ball for Ruby. That's why she's asleep. That's a proper day. If the stuff doesn't get delivered, spend as much time as you can with our Rubes. A second spent with Ruby is not a second wasted, ever. And a good day to do it as well. Instead of having one of those days where you're waiting for them to turn up and it's cold and raining, at least you can stand outside and have a bit of fresh air and what have you. Birds going mad out there, like. The builders who spend more money will come first. That's the business, yeah. It's all about making money, isn't it? Just constantly, that's all. Money makes the world go round. Bloody does as well. It's all about the Benjamins. But then you've got to get on with your work, so you can't just be waiting because someone else spent a few more quid. It's all a load of me arse. Yeah, not as if you can go and pick up so many ton of sand and so many ton of bricks and what have you, is it? Unless you've got your own truck, at which point you can probably get away with that. But even then, someone's got to load the bloody stuff for you, unload it when you get back. Yeah. Boom, Jeff. What? Cryptic, that, innit? What's he mean, boom? Just making sure nothing's exploded in the room now. Unless he's singing Boom Boom Shake Shake the Room by the Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Ooh, have we stumbled across something here? We might have done. Tick, 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 boom. Yep. Thomas, it's way too hot, man. Proper too hot. And I've only been out once. In the car with the windows wide open. It was still too feckin' hot. What are you bevying, lad? What are you having? I've tanned me San Miguel. That has gone. Ferran Torres is doing a very, very intense warm-up at the start of the second half. Very intense for somebody who's been on the pitch for 45 bloody minutes. Pump it up, come on now. Are you singing or is that for Thomas? Do we know? Boom, it could be Baldrick's poem, couldn't it? Maybe he's doing it slowly. If that comes around every hour, it's going to take about 15 hours before he finishes the poem. Take a drink. I did. That's what made me cough in the first place. Unfortunately. Any sign of an Italy goal? Just seen the highlights at half time. I'm watching Albania against Spain. It looks like there could have been goals, but one fantastic save from the Croatian keeper and some very profligate finishing, I think the phrase is. You were singing sound. Good to see. Ali is being a good girl tonight. Cheers. For now. We'll see if we can drag the filter out of her. Just getting some replies to a tweet I put out earlier on. I mentioned this the other night. I've been listening to an audio book about Peter Sutcliffe. It is absolutely off the scale. There's lots of stuff in his own words. They won't let him talk it, so a narrator's doing it. But it's interviews that he's had with policemen and that. He actually said, they said the words that he said when his wife was brought into the police station after he'd been arrested. She had no idea why he was there, and he was just sat there. And his words were, "It's me, love. I'm the Yorkshire Ripper." Hearing that, my blood went cold. How casual can you be? Just to your wife, "Hiya, love. It's me. I'm the Yorkshire Ripper." What? Insane. Worth a listen. It's on Audible. And also it's on Spotify if you get your audio books on there. What's it called? I'm the Yorkshire Ripper, it's called. So it's obviously, that's where the title comes from, is that little quote. Mad. Crazy, crazy bugger. I mean, you can listen to Jane Eyre if you want to and something like that, but, you know, or Dan Bleeding Brown, but you're better off listening to this weird stuff, I think. More booms. We need more booms. Profligate finishing. Brett Angel, I used to wear his shirt. Genuinely. I used to play for the Freshfield. Oh, good effort. Good effort, just wide. Yeah, I used to play Sunday League for the Freshfield. Freshfield pub up in Freshfield. And Dave Jones, the ex-Everton player, used to drink in there. And he was the Stockport manager at the time. So when we were looking for a kit to play, he'd give us a Stockport away kit, a grey one. And because I'm the size I am, I got Brett Angel's shirt. My striking partner got Alan Armstrong's shirt. But I was stuck with Big Brett's. And then he lived in Formby, Brett Angel. He was working in a Tesco stacking shelves, bizarrely. Which is handy because he's 6'4" as well, he can reach. Seen him in the Freshie one night. He has got shoulders like fucking wardrobes. Massive, huge, big, chunky bastard. Stuart Barlow also works in the Tesco's by us in Kew. Strange, isn't it? Once Everton's touched it, you'll always work with Tesco. When Ali's good, she's very, very good. But when she's bad, she's better. Why have you greeted everyone except Ali? Yeah. Here you go. He was saving the best till last. That's what it was, Ali. Saving the best till last. And a little bit of treat him mean, keep him keen. Got to keep you on your toes. Brett Angel is a character from the Fast Show. Eco warrior. He was so economic, our Brett, that he didn't want to damage nets by hitting a ball against them. Oh man, he wasn't great. But I think my dad actually got interviewed once. They found out he was an Everton fan, but I think it might have been a Middlesbrough or Wrexham podcasty thing. So you grew up watching Everton, okay, yeah. Who was the best player you seen playing for Everton? I think he said Alan Ball. Who was the worst player you saw playing for Everton? And his answer was, there's no such thing as a worst player. You have to be a good player to play for Everton in the first place. Some are just better than others. And then the fellow went, thank you very much for that. I'm going to delete that question, not ask anyone else. Because it's a horrible question to ask, isn't it? If you're good enough to be signed by someone and be paid to play for them, you shouldn't be getting these questions asked. Well in, Big Bill. It was Dave Angel, wasn't it? Dave Angel. Oof. With his Mike Reed voice. Kirsty, I'll be back. Just getting some sandwiches. Instead of the Terminator, you're the caterer, aren't you? I'll be back. Just getting sandwiches. Brett is his brother. He should be. Eco warrior. BLT. Roast beef. Can't say roast beef without doing it in a Brummie accent these days. Roast beef and mustard. Smoked them and pickle. Cream cheese and chives. Smoky bacon. Club sandwiches as well. Oof. Loads of scran going on here, like. BLT is yours. Ham and cheese and salad. There's options everywhere here, man. Go ahead. Kirsty the caterer is laying on a good spread. Yellow card for the bench. Who's opened his note and safe? Silvino has. Good player, Silvino. I liked him at Arsenal and Barcelona. Bit of peri-peri chicken. Go ahead, la. Just a bacon on for our alley. Can't go wrong with that. Kirsty's Catering. Yes, just don't make it a club as well with a K, because we could get into all kinds of trouble with that. Kirsty's Kitchen, there you go. Does club in club sandwich really mean chicken, lettuce under bacon? Is that where it comes from? Does anyone know? Or is that something that afterwards someone went, oh, hello, this works? We need to know this. Do you need a snack bar in the beer garden? Do you? We could put a Kirsty's Kitchen in there, couldn't we? Leave that with me. We've got Bear Grylls, now we can have Kirsty's Kitchen. There you go. It's ever evolving. It is true as well, is it? Oh, right. Come on, somebody do something. Score. Dare something. I wonder if I move backwards, will the autofocus show you this any better? Can you see that any better now? We have the bear's paws up behind me. I should have worked that out earlier, worked a way of having white on it, shouldn't it? White instead of green. Can I do that? Oh, no, it's too bloody bright. Can't do that. There you go. How's that? Can you see it? Can you see it? Sound. Google it. Google it. The answer to absolutely everything. Google it. My sister always asks stuff like that. How did you know how to do that thing I want you to do? Well, what happened was you asked me a question and I used the exact same words you used in the exact same order you did. And I put them into Google and it gave me the answer on how to do it. That's why. You can see it better because I'm not in the way. Sound, I'll just go and sit in the garden then, yeah? You can go and look at the artwork instead. It's nice, isn't it? I like it though. Like I say, even when it's not on screen, I quite like it because it's a reminder. But it has been. You can see all the little squares on it. It needs to be steamed. I will steam it this week. I promise I'll steam it. But I need to fill my steamer up. I need to soak my steamer out. I will do that later. I will fill the steamer up. I will steam the flag. Lay the bread flat on the plate, pile the meat. On top of that you have an open-faced sandwich. Make bread, meat, bread, stack, and you have a closed sandwich. Add a third slice of bread, as in bread filling bread, and you have a club sandwich. Didn't mean it like that. I know, I'm only joking. The When Skies Are Grey bucket is out, yeah. Rocking it large. Oh, there is a goal in the other game. There is a goal in the. This is not a drill. 1-0 Croatia. Modric. Modric, who's apparently, I think he's somewhere in the region of 58 years of age, has scored. Doesn't look like slowing down either. How's the knitting going on, Mandy? How are you getting on with it? Have your needles melted through effort? Yeah, it does look better with me out the way though, to be fair, it does. I do like it. Money well spent. It was only cheap as well. Come all the way from Mumbai, apparently. I don't know, you tell me. How's your work getting on? Are you doing alright? You're stupidly knitting a top with long sleeves. Well, you are for now, but don't forget, you'll put it away and it'll be cold before you know it. Probably the best time to knit a jumper with sleeves is during the summer. Modric ruining your Sky Bet freebies. I haven't even put mine on yet again today. No, wrong one. I did get a free bet with Betfair, which I've put on, which is Italy based. So yeah, same thing. Also going absolutely too shite. Both teams to score, Italy to win, Matteo Kovacic to get a yellow card, Federico Chiesa to score or assist. You would think that that would come in, wouldn't you? Too hot, definitely too hot to do anything, to be honest. Yes, man, is it purple? If it is, can you see it? Is that what camouflage jackets are? They are actually purple. It's like an invisibility cloak. And yet you might need it because, was it last week when it had been really warm for 3 or 4 days and all of a sudden it was bastard freezing and cold, wet. That cold, wet rain, the stuff that seeks you out. It will like that. It's light green. Is it like pea green? Not pea green, is it light green? What's light green known as? V-neck. V-good. Tick VG. Not wasting purple wool on the top. What would you use purple wool for? Exactly. Word for word. What would you use it for? Do we need to know this? Do we want to know this? Oh, man. Potatoes. Purple potatoes. Ninja masks. Last thing he used it for was Angie's hair. Good call. Good comeback. Yep. She suits purple though, doesn't she? Some people do. Purple potatoes, aren't they called beetroot or beetroot, as it's called in Ireland? Beetroot. our Irish mate, sadly no longer with us. My sister was convinced that he had a dog called Yoshi, but it wasn't Yoshi, it was Beauty. It's just the way he said it. It's from Dublin. Yoshi, Yoshi. Who's this Yoshi? Yams, you think? Now, yams are from West Brom and Wolverhampton, aren't they? Or they're yams. People that keep their money in the West Bromwich and District Building Society. I'm going to have to watch that again. I love how we do the same pet. Barry, what a man Barry is. Not sure about that for an offside. That was tight, like a tiger. Sure, you can get purple potatoes and carrots. All carrots used to be purple. That's the natural colour of carrots. They are only orange because they were specifically bred that way by Dutch farmers in honour of the Dutch royal family. And that is a fact, Jack. Otherwise, they wouldn't be the same shape and orange. They would be all weird and wonky and purple. And carrot and turnip would look funky as fuck. You'd always learn something here, don't you? I like that. Come on, do something. These are shit, man. I think Spain have made so many changes today, haven't they? That's pretty much a completely different team, isn't it? They're playing tonight, Spain. No wonder they look slightly disjointed. Keep them safe from AI. Yep. Oh, man. Albania almost scored. You'll ask, who's out if you lose? I have no idea. Group B. Let's have a look. Group B. Right, well, Spain have got 6 points, haven't they? Right, well, Albania and Croatia would both be out if they lost. At the moment, Croatia are winning. Therefore, Croatia would go through and Italy wouldn't. Italy cannot afford to lose against Croatia. Spain can afford to lose against Albania. But then if Albania win, cat is amongst the pigeons. But Albania are not going to win. Yeah. It's all gone mad, man. It's a very tight group. Yeah, Mandy asking a football question. Remember to warn us, thank you. Kirsty needs to sit down after that, after reading that. You do, don't you? Proud of you, Mandy. Is that someone else diving? It is, yes. tremendous dive. Wouldn't look out of place in the Olympics. Especially with the platoon yelp that he did. Jesus Navas is playing as well. He must be as old as Modric. Thank you, Ali. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. It is rubbing off on you. You're blaming Jeff. Jeff's rubbing off on you. Careful now. Bucket to Black Russian as well. Obviously, that will do it to you. You're already sitting down. So you are now doubly sat down. Kirsty, doubly satin. Jesus is on. He was only injured 3 days ago. That's a remarkable recovery. Well, you're caught, but that really hurt. I'm not sure. I'm missing a sunset for this. By the looks of it, you are. Get out and take your pics. Go on, we'll wait for you. How's What's His Nose doing? Carl Malden, Matt Letizia, Barry Manilow, I don't know. You have to be a bit more generic with that one. Yeah, we haven't tied you down. Ali's ears have just pricked up with you saying that. In fact, has anyone put Angie's shagging blindfolds in the wash? We'll have to do that before we give them a back, you know. Is that corner? It is, isn't it? Or is it offside? Oh, maybe, no, corner. Sub coming on, that's what it was. I was confused. Another football question. A dude who broke his nose. Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. I don't know, might be alright. Not seen anything about him, to be honest. I think they're through anyway, so he probably won't play in the third game. They'll make sure he's alright. Get as much rest as possible. Someone else broke things yesterday as well, didn't he? Al, what's his nose? Yeah, the fella in the Scotland versus Hungary game. I can't remember his name, but the Hungarian fella has broken his entire top half of his body by the sound of it. That's why there was 10 minutes of injury time added on yesterday. He trained today, did he? What? With his mask on. Oh, here we go. Alvaro Morata and Lamine Yamal are coming on for España. Ferran Torres is on his way off. Who else is coming off? Ferran's done the bizzo. What a great finish that is. Well done, lad. Go and have a sit down, you deserve it. And Joselu, it looks like, coming off as well. Yes, Joselu and Ferran Torres out. Alvaro Morata and Lamine Yamal, the 16-year-old. Or has he turned 17 now? It's his birthday around this time, isn't it? I saw him playing for Barcelona in a, they call it, is it a juvenile tournament, which is full of all the best players, like 12, 13, 14-year-old kids from the top clubs. The standard of football is scary, how good they are. And he stood head and shoulders above everybody. But he's going to be a hell of a player for Barcelona one day. And it seems like it's only a couple of years later, there he is, playing for Spain at the Euros. It's mad. But you could tell he just looked unbelievable. You should remember that Mbop. Do we that. Except it's not Mbop, it's Mbappe. So maybe it's more because I'm Mbappe. Like Pharrell. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Like Kamar without a roof. These little football jokes that no one else is really going to get, isn't it? Apart from me. How has Silvinho ended up managing Albania? Seriously. Did he play there or something mad? No. He retired at Man City, managed Lyon, Corinthians, and then Albania, which is a very, very strange way of doing it. You know, but you don't know how to spell Mbappe. She's with spelling it correctly with the extra M at the start, so it fits in with the song as well. Oh. Who's qualifying as it stands? It will be Spain and Croatia, I think. Yeah, as it stands, Spain will have 9 points, Croatia will have 4 points, Italy will have 3, Albania stuck on 1. So if the scores stay as they are, that's the way it is, man. But if Italy equalise, that will put them on 4 and Croatia on 3, so they will go through. So it doesn't take much. And this entire group could be upside down. Ella, we're in Tyler. Prog top on, petrol blue, yes top it is. It's a petrol blue and pink, yes top. Yes indeed. Too hot to look these things up. It is. But thanks for making me do it while I'm here on the bleeding lights as well, like. Cheers for that. Yeah, Ali, your filthy side was being mentioned. Can't get your head around the third place best finishes. Yeah, that was mentioned at some point earlier on today as well. Why not just make it an extra couple of groups? Just seem a bit daft, like. Definitely black, it is. Petrol grey. Navy grey. Gravy, yeah. Speaking of prog, there is another 8 Mile Radius song just dropped tonight as well. Now, I'm not saying that I'm one to try and jump on a trend or anything, but it is Flight of the Tour Hawks. If this doesn't go viral, nothing will. Anyone who's searching for Hawk Tour should find that song as well. Gingers crossed. You hadn't considered the lights, you only thought of the rim light and the moon. The moon is off. Actually, the moon's still on charge. Yep. The moon's off. The key light is on. The fill light is on. The practical lights are on. The rim lights are burning the back of my neck. I am fully lit. In fact, I'm not just fully lit. We have lights everywhere. That's a Boss little small rig. Fantastic light that. Tell me once again why you can't feed your children, Mr. Ashcroft. Spent it all on lights, mate. Yeah, Flight of the Tour Hawks with, I think, some of my best artwork yet as well. I worked hard at that today. Saw it and listened to some of it, not all yet. That's fine. Go back and listen to it. That way I get 2 views or 2 listens, whatever. You met a content creator today, self-described, 700,000 TikTok followers. Say what? Who are they? Who are they? Who are you? Wonder if you should put the dogging song up on your channel. You should do. Considering what else is on there, you know what I mean? Better Hanson, yep. Their greatest hits, of course, is a single. I've got Ringo Starr's greatest hits. It's a Thomas the Tank Engine DVD. There you go. They're all grown up now. That sounds very, very filthy, that, Mandy. Oh, they're all grown up now, Hanson. They're all legal. Why would you behave like that? It's horrible. Sort it out where we are. Very good point, Steve. Just because you know the name doesn't mean you like them. I'm the same with Hermann Goering. I'm aware of his work. I'm not a fan. Asani off. Mucci on for Albania. Guaranteed there's going to be a much ado about nothing pun thrown into the ether at some point tonight. I won't hear it, it's on silent. But they always seem to do, don't they? You didn't say you liked them. You didn't say you didn't like them though, did you? You put them on the playlist. Yes, you did. How evil is that? Adding Hanson to the playlist. Why do you hate your fellow man so much? I would always carry around a set of cordless clippers just in case I ever bumped into Hanson. Sort your barnets out, you absolute knobs. You get the occasional Aberry worm too when you don't like them, yeah. Still 1-0 in the other game. High, wide and not so handsome from the Albanians there. Don't want to get himself inside and have a shot, but very poor effort, very poor indeed. Kirsty put Hanson on the playlist. Danny Olmo off and Alex Baena coming on for Spain. Danny Olmo, whose nickname should be Tickle Me. Ali's now singing ABBA. Have you seen what you've started now? Everything was delivered today, but it was about 3:30 when the lorry arrived. At which point you've missed an entire day's work, really. Near good, near good. Near good at all. The more I watch it, the more that kit is winding me up. Why have you wasted a potentially good kit with that stupid grey shite on it? No need, man, no need. Yes, Steve, you've got to apologise to Mandy and have a go at Kirsty now for being evil. Oh, the Albanians are still in this. They are still in this, definitely. It's only 1-0. One slight mistake at the back from Spain, which they look more than capable of making. I think the most used word in the English language is the. I think the most used word in the Spanish language must be vamos. That's all you ever see them say. They're still having a go. If you want to know any other Irish words, just ask our Ali. Not fluent, but you know more than we do anyway. Yeah, they loaded your stuff first, so it's first on, last off, isn't it? Absolute pain in the arse. I don't know what it is, but Jesus Navas always looks like he should be in a Dexys Midnight Runners tribute band. Jesus, not Jesus, sorry. Jesus Navas. He's got that look about him. He should be wearing a longshoreman's uniform. The old donkey jacket. Oh, piss poor delivery. A bit like Steve's today. Very poor delivery. What job are you doing tomorrow, Steve? What are you building? What are you making? What are you fabricating? Steve the Builder, can he fix it? Steve the Builder. Yes, he can. Of course he can. Born to be a builder. That's why his hands are like shovels. No matter where you go, you've already got your shovels with you. Don't know why, but every now and then Silvino looks a little bit like Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad. Don't know why, like. Just reminds me. Yellow card for Vivian. Still 1-0 in the other game. Shouldn't be that much of a surprise, really, though, should it? Croatia have been one of those teams that seems to get to semi-finals every year or two. And Italy blow hot and cold, so yeah, no huge surprise. After 37 years, if you can't fix it, you'll never know how. You'll be able to. Even now, I reckon you would. Even stuff you've never done before, you could put your hand to it, definitely. You've got the S-kills to pay the B-ills. Oh, save. Good opportunity again for the Albanians. It was Broja with the opportunity. Where's he going to be this season? Armando Broja. We've been linked with him loads, haven't we? Oh, well. Albania on the attack. Just flown past the left back like he wasn't there. Broja again. Thomas is fierce quiet. He's been working and shaking, now he's lurking. A little bit more quality, the Albanians could have really got something out of this game. Thomas, are you okay? Thomas, are you okay? Are you okay, Thomas? Spanish is just dodgy tonight. Too many changes. Too many different players. But are they happy? Still 1-0 in the other game. 6 minutes played of extra time. Or time added on for stoppages anyway. In the news there was a 22-year-old soldier that beat up a woman. Went to court and the judge gave him a suspended sentence because he didn't want the soldier to lose his job in the army. Wonderful. Marvellous. Stupid. Do it once, you'll do it twice. And more times. Not surprised there's uproar. Disgraceful behaviour. Oh well, look. Big hugs from the two camps, the two management camps. Spain are through. Croatia, Italy is still ongoing. That look of it. That look of it. Is that the one that Garum was going on about? I haven't seen that. Horrible, isn't it? That's only a woman. He's a soldier after all. We will never learn. As a species, we will never learn. If Italy scored, they can still go through. Oh, and they have, by the look of it, according to the Sky Bet app, 1-1. Zaccani. Let's see if it pops up on the screen there as well. In the 9th minute of time added on, Italy get an equaliser. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? There you go, 1-1. It's on the screen. It's there. That means Italy go through, by the look of it. They'll be on 4 points and Croatia will be on 3. And they'll be on the plane. Mad thing, fam. He was giving homophobic slurs to people and the girl told him to stop. He then attacked her. And she was unconscious. He only stopped as a passerby told him to. Disgusting. Night, Steve. Cheers, mate. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Don't be hitting women. Unless you're another woman, of course. But even then, don't. There's no point. Stop the violence, man. One threatened Holly Willoughby. Similar, you got a history of doing what he threatened to do there. Apparently only counterfeit celebrity, of course. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. No need for it. Yep, Night Alan, Night Rubes. 1-1. Finished. Finny. What a crazy end to a game that is. Let's have a look at the tables. Just make sure I'm getting this right. Yes. Spain, 3 wins. 3 games, 3 wins, 9 points. Second place, Italy. 3 games, a win, a draw, and a loss. 4 points. Croatia, 2 draws, 2 points. Albania, 1 draw, 1 point. So it's Italy, as they call him in Newcastle. Italy's gone through, man. They will be dancing on the Spanish steps tonight. That's not in Spain, by the way. It's in Vienna, isn't it? I think. England qualify for the last 16 after Albania beaten by Spain. Right, so that's why Steve was shouting, come on England. No matter what happens, England will go through as 3rd in the group. France and Netherlands will also progress without playing, all guaranteed to get through, just because of that result tonight. Right, well, that's schmool and ting, but you'd also need to still win games. But there we go. There we go, go. It's a bit of stack of bow, that, isn't it? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ja, bye to Groeps. Groeps. Goedenavond, Hadewig. How are you? You okay? Just seen the news there that because of the result tonight, the Netherlands go through to the next round of the Euros no matter what happens, as do England and France. Wonderful news. Also means when they play, I can throw my Dutch top on again. Or my Dutch t-shirt. I'll wear my Dutch t-shirt when they play next. Is that tomorrow? It is, isn't it? 5 o'clock against Austria. We're watching that tomorrow. We are watching that. Just back from the evening walk. Very nice. Is it nice and warm over there? Good news, yeah. Good news for the English, the Dutch and the French. We all are guaranteed the next round. I will definitely wear my Dutch t-shirt. Will I wear my Dutch t-shirt? Yes. Absolutely. Nail my colours to the mast. As I will be supporting Nederland. Natuurlijk. My other spiritual home. Yeah, I hope you had a lovely walk. It seems the night for lovely walks. I need to go for one when we finish. Just to the top and back. Just get me steps in. Wait, am I not at work? I don't need to get up early in the morning to take Jess, so I can just get up at normal time. Log into work. I can finish at 5. I can do 9 till 5 tomorrow instead of 11 till 7. Could do that. I could do a double bubble tomorrow. We could watch the Netherlands game and then stay on and do the England game afterwards. Would you be up for that? We could do that. That's we with a capital W. 27 degrees yet. Doggies did the poops and it's time for bed. I'm not surprised. You must be knackered after that. Going walking is always tiring anyway. Going walking in 27 or going walking in any kind of warm weather. It's always bad, man. 23 over in Ireland today. 23 here as well in the UK. A nice breeze coming in off the sea though. It was nice there. Yeah, match is early tomorrow. 6 in the Netherlands, 5 o'clock over here. It is. That means I can watch that. I can finish at 5. I don't even need to do a full day's work. I'm on flexi. I can just do 6 hours if I feel like and then start streaming, which I might do. I've got loads of flexi in hand anyway, so yeah. Might do that. Watch the Dutch game. That'll finish 5 till 6, 7. That'll finish about 10 past 7ish with time added on. Then I'll go and get myself loads more alcohol-free beer. Come back in. Get myself settled for the England game. We haven't done an England game on this, have we? Got to do that as well, I think. That's on ITV1 though, isn't it? But I can watch it on Sky anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow. I will do the thumbnails later on. You'll miss the beginning. Well, we'll be there for the beginning to make sure that was at least someone supporting from our group. We will be there. Mandy, as long as you're not expected to ask any more footy questions. You weren't expected at all, and you kept coming up with football questions. You're getting hooked. You're getting hooked. Hooked on the cookbook. In the cookbook nook. Have a look. You love it. You be cooking too. You be cooking too. So in and out, no problem. The idea is to make sure that there's something available if anyone wants to chat and have a listen to the game at the same time. Listen to what's going on. I will be the conduit. I'll be watching it anyway, so I may as well watch it with you lot. Know what I mean? What more could I want than fantastic company? Oh, man. Yeah, at the end of the championships, Mandy, will be a proper full-on true football fan. You'll be singing the songs and everything, Mandy. Absolutely. You were here for the beginning tonight. I wasn't. I was. The game hadn't kicked off by the time I started. I was only just here, though. Only just. With seconds to spare. What time did I sort it out for? Was it 10-2? I've been trying to do them at 5-2. Just to give myself a little bit of a breathing space, but you know. Lots of things fell down when I came in earlier. So I was picking things up and then trying to plug things back in. Terrible. You weren't a football fan by the end of the World Cup. That's different. That was there. You're here now. You're in the pause. Different. Did the other streams, did they have a hot tub? Was the bucket to Black Russians? No, there wasn't. This is different. This means more. It was 5-2, right. I will. Do you know what I'm going to do then tomorrow? I'll set it up for 5-5, but I am going to set an alarm on my phone just to make sure that I am aware that I need to start streaming. I'll set one for 10-2 to allow myself to scream in. 5 minutes to get in, sort everything out and press the button, the streaming button. I have a point, I do. A very well thought out and well considered point. This is different. There was no hot tubs. There was no Bear Grylls. You couldn't disappear for a game of pool, could you? Over there. You can here. Was there any llama racing? There wasn't, was there? You don't get llama racing anywhere else. This is where it's at. We are llama racing central. Marvellous. Still fucking warm now, isn't it? No hot tubs, yeah. What kind of horrible place is it where you don't have hot tubs? I mean, look at that. Look at that. You don't get that anywhere else. Just here. That was Fridays at 5-5. Absolute crackerjack. Yep. With the old double or drop. I'm so excited I could crush a grape and things like that. Yeah, I remember those days. Imagine that. A football stream without a hot tub. Is it even 2024? This is not third world. Disgraceful behaviour. I would love a hot tub right now in the house, to be honest, or outside even. For my poor aching legs and back. It is nice out there though tonight. I am definitely going for a little bit of a stroll. Has to be done. A little bit of fresh air. Cool down slightly. Get me steps in. And then the cabbage game, that was double or drop. Double or drop, the cabbage game. Where you had to carry as much as possible, including cabbages. And if you dropped anything, you lost prizes. It was Stu Francis with the I Could Crush a Grape. It was before him. Leslie Crowther did it as well, didn't he? On Crackerjack. Who else hosted Crackerjack? Let's have a look. It was on from 1955 to 1984. Bloody hell. Ali, thank you very much. You have a good night as well. I will enjoy my walk. Right, so Eamon Andrews, 55 to 64. Leslie Crowther, 64 to 68. Michael Aspel, 68 to 74. This is where I come in now. Ed Stewart, 75 to 79. I remember him. Ed Stewpot Stewart. Good Evertonian him, by the way. Stu Francis, 1980 to 1984. And then it was brought back by Sam and Mark, 2020 to 2021. Ah, well. Never going to be the same. Yep, sleep well, Ali, sleep well. So yeah, it's getting to that point, isn't it, really? It is getting to that point. Hang on. Yep, time to start heading towards the doors, but we, of course, we will head towards the doors with... There you go. So, night Ali, night Kirsty, night Mandy, wel te rusten, hadden we, and I will see you tomorrow. And that is that.
Hoo-yah!